Henry the Coder.
Wait. Hang on. What was that? Rewind for a sec. Let me see that again.
Henry the Coder.
Hey, I see. Cool new intro made by Gertrude. That's pretty cool. I like it. Anyway, so this tutorial is on how to set up the Minecraft Coder Pack with ModLoader and Eclipse on Windows. I'm using Windows 7 64-bit, but I'm pretty sure this tutorial will work for other versions of Windows. Actually, it most definitely will. However, it won't work for Mac, so if you have a Mac, click the link right around now to go watch my Mac tutorial, because the process of setting up MCP on a Mac is slightly different. And also, the other thing is, this tutorial was made for Minecraft 1.1 and Minecraft Coder Pack MCP 5.6. However, even when Minecraft updates, sometimes the process of setting up MCP stays the same. So if I haven't updated this tutorial in the future, keep in mind that it might still be working. Then again, it might also not be working. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. So, let's get started. There's a couple of things that you're going to need for this tutorial. The links are all in the description below. Obviously, you're going to need Minecraft, and you're going to need to have played Minecraft before, so that it can set up the folders on your computer. You're going to need Eclipse, Eclipse Classic. You're going to need the Java Development Kit. The most recent version will probably work. You're going to need MCP. You need whichever version of MCP is the most recent, because MCP has to, the version of MCP has to match the most current version of Minecraft that you have, as well as ModLoader. ModLoader also has to be the most updated version. And also you're going to need WinZip or something like it to unzip these files with, because when you download them, they are downloaded as zip files. So, these links, like I said, are all in the description, but I wanted to point out two of them. The links for MCP and ModLoader are very straightforward. It'll probably take you straight to the download button. But the links for the Java Development Kit (JDK) and the Eclipse download will be slightly different, because you have to download the correct version for your operating system. So, the link to the JDK will take you to this page. What you want to do is you just want to scroll down, go to this first list. This is for the Java Development Kit. You don't need this Java SE Development Kit, blah blah blah, whatever. Oh, wait, no. You don't need this demo and samples download. What you're on is just the actual kit. And I'm pretty sure the most updated version will work. So right now it's 7.3, I guess. And so if you have Windows 32-bit, just download this one, x86. And if you have Windows 64-bit, like me, then download this one. Okay? And you have to make sure you get the right one, because the version of the Java Development Kit has to match Eclipse. So if you get 64-bit JDK, you have to also get the 64-bit Eclipse. And so the Eclipse download link will take you to this page. What you want is Eclipse Classic. This one, third from the top. And then you just get 32-bit or 64-bit. But like I said, it has to be the same as the Java Development Kit. So if you get 64-bit JDK, you have to get 64-bit Eclipse. And yeah, that's pretty much it for there. So once you've downloaded all of those, I have them all here. The first thing you want to do is install the Java Development Kit. So just double click on this executable and run it, and it will load, and just keep clicking next, whatever. Oh my god, it's still going. Okay, hurry up. Okay, there. So now it's finished installing the Java Development Kit, and now it'll say, do you want to install this Java JRE? Now, if you want to be safe, you can install it if you want, but if you want to live life on the edge like me, then just click cancel, because I don't think you really need it. It's not really living life on the edge, but whatever. Okay, so now I have installed the Java Development Kit. Oops. And it'll say this failed to run. Okay, whatever, but you don't need that, so who cares? And now it's going to open some page. Come on! Okay, I just need it to open so that I can close it. Hello? There. Okay, it'll open this to register or whatever. You don't need to do that either. So, now we have installed the Java Development Kit. The problem is, if you now go to your computer, click on your computer, go to local disk, oops, and then since I installed, okay, if you have 64-bit Windows, you will probably have a regular program files folder and a program files x86 folder. So basically what this is all your 64-bit programs will go into this regular program files folder, and if you install any 32-bit programs, they'll go into this folder, x86. But if you're on 64-bit, you should just install 64-bit Java. So your Java folder will probably be in the regular program files folder here, like mine is, right here. So you just go into there, and so here's the JDK that we just installed. However, the computer doesn't actually know where it is for some reason. The way you can test this is if you open command prompt, you can find command prompt just by going to start and searching for CMD, and it'll come up right there. So if you type in Java C, no spaces, so Javac, it will say it's not recognized as an internal or external command, operable program, or bash file. Okay, that's normal because it doesn't actually know where this Java JDK is, but we're going to fix that. And by the way, I'm going to make a video that explains more in detail about what we're actually doing in this tutorial. This tutorial is mainly just to show you how to set up MCP, but I'm going to make a more detailed explanation of what MCP is and why you actually need the JDK and stuff like that. So I'll probably put a link at the end of this video for that, so just keep an eye out. But anyways, back on topic, what was I doing? Right, so it doesn't actually know where the Java Development Kit is, which is why you need to set something called the path. Now I've seen in other tutorials, this is kind of confusing, but it's actually really simple. The path is basically just the address to the JDK folder that we just went to. So what you want to do is go to your Start menu, right click on Computer and go to Properties, go to Advanced System Settings on the side over here, and then in the Advanced tab, go to Environment Variables at the bottom. And then here in System Variables, if you scroll down, there will be a variable called Path. Now, if you double click on this, here are a bunch of paths. Now, wait! Don't delete them! Okay? There's no reset button here, so if you delete these paths, it's probably not very easy to find them again. So just don't delete them. The other thing is, you need to make sure that there is a semicolon at the end of these paths. Because the semicolon signifies that the last path is ending and you're starting a new one. So make sure there's one semicolon there. Now, the thing is, the path is slightly different for different people. For example, if you have Windows Vista or if you have Windows 7. So the way you figure out your path is, you go to my computer, you go to your computer rather, and then you go to local disk. Just like we did before, go to Program Files and find your Java folder. If you can't find your Java folder in the Program Files, then try in the x86 folder. And if it's not in there either, then you probably didn't install it yet. So go into Program Files, find the folder called Java, and then there's a folder called JDK. Should be the one you just installed, 1.7.0_03. And then go into the bin folder in that. Okay, and now this is your path. So Windows 7 and Windows Vista have this pretty cool feature where if you click on empty space over here, don't click on one of these buttons, click on the empty space here, it will convert these buttons into text for you, and that is your path. If that doesn't work for you, all you basically do is you just write C: for local disk, and then / program files / Java / JDK, and then /bin. You can write it out manually. Just make sure you spell everything right and you have all the right caps and all the right slashes and spaces and everything. So anyways, it's easier if you just click here and then just copy this, because that is your path. Feel free to share your paths in the comments below, because some of your paths will no doubt be the same, so you guys can help each other out. But anyways, once you've copied your path, just go back to your system properties that we opened before. Again, make sure there's a semicolon there, and then just paste it at the end. Okay, so I'll show you what my path is. I'm on Windows 7 64-bit, and this right here is my path: C: / program files / Java / JDK 1.7.0_03 / bin. Okay, and then you just click OK, and click OK, and then close this. And now if you go to command prompt and if you type in Java C, it should work and it should show you all this random stuff. Okay, if it doesn't, then your path is probably wrong, so just double check your path and check with other people to see what their path is. And so yeah, now we're done installing the Java Development Kit and we're done setting the path. The next thing we want to do is we want to use MCP. So just double click on MCP and unzip it. Like I said before, I'm using WinZip. Oh, I forgot to show you the link for WinZip. It's pretty simple. You don't have WinZip. You can get the trial version for free. You just go download WinZip now, and then the trick is you don't have to give them your email here. You just click download now, and then it should auto detect what operating system you have. But if this is wrong, you can change it. So yeah, whatever. Just install it. Download it, and then use evaluation version, and then just one click unzip. One click unzip. So unzip MCP, and that's good. Now we have this MCP folder. So now the thing is, I'll explain briefly now, but like I said before, I'm going to explain more in detail in another video. But basically MCP is a tool that you use to decompile the Minecraft code. So you have to find the Minecraft code in your hard drive, and then you have to give it to MCP so that it can decompile, so that it converts all the code to a format that you can edit. So where do we find this Minecraft code? The answer is, you go to your start menu, go to the search bar and type in %appdata%, okay? And it should come up with this folder called roaming. If that doesn't work, you can also just search for run, and then open that, and then type the same thing, %appdata%. Percent. Okay, and then you press enter, and it will take you to this roaming folder. This is where the .minecraft folder is located, somewhere deep in your hard drive. And so this is what we want. You find this .minecraft folder, just go into it, and then inside the bin folder, there's this file, the minecraft.jar file, and this file is the heart of MCP and of Minecraft, because this file contains all of the Minecraft code. It's actually basically a zip file, and it contains all the code. I'll show you in a second. So basically what you're going to do is just copy the bin folder and copy the resources folder, Control C, and then go to MCP and go into your jars folder and just paste it in there. It's called jars because you paste the minecraft.jar into it. At least that's why I think it's called jars. Anyways, so now you have the resources and bin folder. Now what we want to do is, this is pure and clean Minecraft code, but and you can make mods with just pure Minecraft code, but then you run the risk of making your mod not compatible with other mods, and that's where ModLoader comes in. As I said, again, I'm going to explain ModLoader in that other video that I keep mentioning, so don't worry about it for now. But anyways, all you have to know is that ModLoader is a collection of custom classes that we want to utilize. But in order to utilize them, we have to add them to the Minecraft.jar. So first of all, just unzip the ModLoader file after you download it, and it will give you this. Now what you want to do is, in your MCP, in the jars folder where we just pasted the bin and resources folder, go into the bin folder and to your Minecraft.jar. The trick is, you can open this with WinZip without actually unzipping it, which is very convenient. So when this loads, there. Now we are inside the Minecraft.jar, and if you scroll down, you'll be able to see all these .class files. This is all the code. But there are two problems with this code. First of all, they all have weird names, 3-letter names that don't make any sense, so you don't know what code is where. And also, they are .class files, which I don't think you can edit .class files. We want .java files, and that's what MCP does. It goes into the Minecraft.jar, it renames all of them to names that make sense, and it converts them to .java files so that you can edit them. But anyways, what you want to do is go into your ModLoader folder, copy all of the .class files. Actually, you don't have to copy them. You just select all of them and then drag them into the Minecraft.jar folder, and it'll say, yeah, okay, this new size, whatever. And so now basically all we've done is we've put them into this Minecraft.jar. And so now we've added our custom ModLoader classes to the fresh Minecraft code. So now we're free to decompile and actually run MCP. So the way you use MCP is, if you're on Mac, you would use these .sh files, but on Windows, all you have to do is double click on the .bat files. So to decompile, you just double click on decompile.bat, and it will open a terminal, or not terminal, that's for Mac, a command prompt window. Okay, so now I'm going to point out a couple of things in here. First of all, it will say modified jar detected. That's because we added ModLoader, and so the results are unpredictable, but whatever, nobody cares. And then it'll say applying all this stuff and all this cool stuff like Acceptor and Optimus Prime and random stuff like that. And then here's the other thing that I want to point out. It will also say errors found, 1 out of 1 hunk failed. Don't worry about that. It always says 1 out of 1 hunk failed. In fact, I think it used to say 2 out of 2 hunks failed. But anyways, it just says 1 out of 1 hunk failed. That's completely normal, happens every time. And then it'll say all this other stuff done in 28.79 seconds. And then here, this is the other thing, it'll say missing jar file, Minecraft_server.jar. That's because we are not decompiling the server.jar, because we're not making server mods yet. Because making server mods is slightly different than client mods. And then it'll say recompiling client, blah blah blah, and then it's done. And hopefully it won't give you any errors. This is what it looks like when it gives you no errors, okay? If you haven't installed the path properly, it might tell you there that it can't find Java or can't find the path or something like that, and that's how you know your path is wrong. But anyways, if it decompiles successfully, there should now be this magical folder called SRC, which wasn't there before. SRC stands for source code, I believe, or maybe just, yeah, source code. And then so inside this SRC folder, there will be a folder called Minecraft, and then net, then Minecraft, and then SRC again. And here is all the code. And now you'll notice that 2 things have changed. They all have cool names. Block log, that's all the code for logs. Block ladder, that's all the code for ladders. These names all make sense now, and they're all .java files, so you can open them with Notepad if you wanted to, and here's all the code. You can edit it in Notepad if you are a boss. But this has horrific formatting, and that is where Eclipse comes in. So basically, you've successfully set up MCP now. Now we just want to use Eclipse so that we can edit the code very conveniently. So just unzip the Eclipse file. One click unzip. One click unzip. It's kind of catchy. Kind of. Not really. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Derp, 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 derp. Derp, 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 derp. Okay, there. We've unzipped it. Now, we have this folder. Now what you want to do is just open this folder, and there'll be another folder called Eclipse inside. And then there's this eclipse.exe. Just double click on that to run it. If you haven't set the path properly, this will also not work, because it'll say could not find whatever file, or could not load some random file. But if you have done the path properly, like I have, then it will come up with this, and it'll ask you to find a workspace. So what you want to do is click on Browse, and then browse to your MCP folder. Mine is on the desktop. And then in the MCP folder, there's a folder called Eclipse. Hey, how convenient. And so you just want to browse to that folder, and just to that folder. Don't browse into, don't go into the client or the server folder, just to Eclipse, okay? So when you click OK, it should say MCP56/Eclipse. And then just click, oh, actually you can use this as default and do not ask again. Click OK. We just set it to the default, but if you want to change it in the future, you can go to File, and then switch workplace here, and then just click on Other, and then you can set a new one. So anyways, if you've done that properly, it should now say client and server here. If you go into client, there will be a folder called SRC. If you go into that, there'll be a file called net.minecraft.src. If you go into that, here is all your code. And now you have successfully set up Eclipse. So here's all your code. You can open anything you want, and hey, cool formatting, bro. So it's really easy to edit. And for those of you who have watched my tutorials before on how to set up MCP, you'll know that I used to use a program called Edit Rocket. But actually, the problem with Edit Rocket is that it's not free, and it's not actually as good as Eclipse, which is free. But that's not the only reason it's not as good. Eclipse also does color coding, like this purple and blue and stuff, so it's easy to look at what code you're writing. And also, the biggest benefit of Eclipse, I think, for you guys, is it will tell you when you write something retarded, like this, okay? And then you can even hover over it. Okay, let me take the semicolons out. If you write something retarded like this, you can hover over it, and it'll say why that doesn't make any sense. And in this case, it's a syntax error. And then it even tells you what to do. It says delete this token. And so you just delete it, and it's good. So that's why I've switched to using Edit Rocket, and I strongly recommend you do as well, unless you have a better option, which I doubt. I don't want to save anything. Okay, the other huge benefit of Eclipse is, you can test your mod straight from Eclipse. If you click this green play button up here, it says run. If you click it, it will open Minecraft, and you can play, and you can create a new world and do whatever, and you can test your mod. Unlike before, where if without Eclipse, I'll show you how to do this manually, just in case Eclipse dies one day. Without Eclipse, if you wanted to test your mod, what you would have to do is, after coding your mod, you would have to double click on recompile.bat, like this. Okay, I'll actually do it. It'll say, so basically what you do is you would edit the code in the src folder, and then you would save the code and recompile, like this, and it will say done recompiling, and then you would do start client.bat, and that would test your mod. But all of that is now shortened into the click of one button in Eclipse, and that is why Eclipse is so great. But anyways, so for the 4th time, I don't know why I keep saying this, I just feel like saying it over and over again. Anyways, I'm gonna make a video that explains a little bit more about what we're actually doing here when we're setting up like the JDK, when we're setting up Eclipse and MCP, like what MCP is and what ModLoader is. So stay tuned to the end of this video, there should be a link there. But other than that, that's basically it for today. That's how you set up the Minecraft Coder Pack with ModLoader and Eclipse on Windows. I hope you found that tutorial useful, and I hope that worked for you. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe, because I have a bunch of other tutorials on how to make actual mods for Minecraft. I show you what actual code to write to make your own mod and to add your own features to the game. So stay tuned, and I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching. Oh, and one more thing. I just had to cut back. Look, I already have this open here. I'm editing it. But one more thing. I have a website, for those of you who don't know. It's called www.akahenry.com. Now, why on earth would I have a website? The reason is because, actually in the future I'm going to use this website for all of my hobbies, not just Minecraft modding, but for now it's just for modding. But the reason you want to go to this website is because if you go to this Minecraft modding tab, I upload all my tutorials here, and so there's a lot of useful resources that you can find on this website. For example, when I upload tutorials that actually deal with code, I also upload the actual code that I wrote during the tutorial. And so in this case for MCP, hopefully I'll be posting it soon up here, but hopefully I'll be able to collect some of your paths, and I'll be able to post those there, so that if you're having trouble setting the path, which is what most people have trouble with, you will be able to look at some examples on the website. So yeah, just wanted to point that out. Thanks for watching. Bye.